is Veroni Anderson, and I help women know who they are so they could be freaking rock stars. So this so this video actually came to mind because I was having this conversation with a friend. She was talking about how she is at this different stage in her life and she just feel like something is amiss, that she is not fully fulfilling her purpose. And it got me to thinking that I should do a video on the different cycle that a woman goes through throughout their life. So a woman goes through 7 cycles throughout their lifetime, major cycles throughout their lifetime. The first cycle start from age 7 to 14, but just because I have nobody on my platform who is 7 to 14, I won't go into it. So the next cycle is from age 14 to 21. That phase represents the elements fire. Fire is all about fun, creativity, energy, and passion, right? So the major theme for this cycle is connection. We're forming our connection at that age. We're having friends that maybe we will have for a lifetime and some we don't. It's all about experimenting with life, because of course we were coming from our parents' home where it was full of rules and we couldn't get to do all the stuff that we want to do. So now we're going to experiment with everything that we couldn't try before. We're going to experiment with alcohol, we're going to experiment with drugs, we're going to experiment with sex, we're going to experiment with different body art. I know that I experiment with, I have my tongue pierced and my nose pierced and different stuff pierced, and I try different stuff that I wouldn't try now. So it's all about experimental during that age. Also, during that phase, it's about excitement. What the hell are you going to do next to just reach that level of excitement? I know that I maybe bungee jump at that time, right? I do what you call it, roller coasting, which I won't do again during that time. But that age, that's what that phase is all about. You're searching for the next excitement. You're searching. It's experimental connection and all the fun stuff, right? Fire elements. The next cycle is from age 21 to 28, and that represent the elements earth, and that's when it's talk about vitality, abundance of energy, right? So that the main theme for that cycle is individuality. You cutting away from the pack at that time. You're establishing who you are as a person. You're standing out, right? Your body is young and at its peak. It's fulled out, right? Sexy. As a woman, you feel very sexy because everything is just all ripe and good at that age. Also, you're building a foundation. Your attachment to somebody, maybe at that time you're starting to have like serious relationship with somebody. You're nurturing that relationship, right? And it's all about security with your job, getting a house. You're getting like a solid foundation with who you are, right? You're getting your apartment. It's stuff like that. That's what that phase is about. You're becoming an adult, a grown-up at that time. The next cycle, which is the fourth cycle, is from age 28 to 35, right? And we're still in the elements earth, right? And where I said it's all about vitality. So from 28 to 35, what do? We start to think about commitment, marriage, job, baby, buying a house. And that's when most people buy a house. Or even if it's a burden of business, if we don't want to have a baby at that time, we decide that maybe we don't want to have a baby, we want to be a businesswoman, just stuff like that. But that is all about the commitment phase. You're really settling down from all the excitement for the experiment that you usually do. You're settling down during this cycle. And of course, your body is at the full peak right now. Sexy and hot as females. So the next phase, which is the fifth I said phase, but it's the cycle. The next cycle is the fifth cycle, and that is from 35 to 42. And the element during that time is the metal phase. And metal, of course, is all about life purpose. It's all about our authenticity. Oh, Jesus Christ. Being authentic, right? Finding our voice, be true to ourselves. That's what this phase is about. This fifth cycle is a very important cycle. It's about service. It's about self-reflection. This is when you actually look into yourself and you wonder, what's working? What's not working? What do I need to change? Who do I need to get out of my life? Is this person draining my energy? Is this person feeding from my energy? Or are they giving to me? So it's also about detoxifying stuff that is not good for you and get rid of them. It's about like refining your gift. What's your life purpose? You want to get better at it. And if you didn't find it, you want to find it. If you have a job that wasn't working for you, this is when you're going to change job and totally change mission, because it's all about you being true to yourself, right? Also at this point from 35 to 42, it's a decline in your reproductive years. You know, after 35, they start to say that women have a difficult time to get birth. So that's what it is. From 35 to 42, if women didn't have babies at that time, they're starting to think that their time is running out. And they kind of, this some of them start to get a little bit scared during this time, because of course your reproductive health is declining. The next phase is, or the next cycle is from 42 to 49. I am in this cycle right now, and it's all about surrendering. And it's not about like surrendering like giving up. It's about just realizing what life is, that you're not going to fight against the grain. So in Chinese medicine, they said a woman true nature started to show on their face during this time. And that mean whatever battle scars, whatever trauma, whatever wound that they had, whatever inner strength or inner deficit that they have, start to show on their face at this time. So it's about really, and you're in the metal stage again right here, where it's all about being authentic. You're not going to put up with no bullshit at that time. You're going to tell people exactly what it is, because at this time, it's just about like seriousness. And if a person pisses you off during this time, you just cut them out your life, because you cannot, at this time, you cannot deal with bullshit. You cannot deal with fake people. It's about people who support your energy, people who's going to be rewarding to you. It's about true friends during this phase. And it's about your voice, being who you are, true to yourself. So the next phase, which is, I should keep on saying phase, I mean cycle. The next cycle is from age 49 to 55. And the elements that's representing that cycle is water. And it's about just being at that time, accepting what is, right? So that's when you really start to, it's about deep wisdom. That's when you kind of really start to look into yourself, examine everything that go on in your life. You reevaluate your life, right? And you just let go of all the baggage and the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. And this is when we're also our reproductive years, of course, we're looking into menopause right now, right? The thing that I forgot to say about cycle, the fifth cycle, 35 to 42 is that's when a woman start to go into perimenopausal right? So the fifth cycle, I forgot to say that, from 35 to 43, 42, that's when perimenopausal is kicking in, right? So from 55 to beyond is the seventh cycle. And this is when a woman is in full-blown menopause, are there in menopause. And a lot of people are scared about menopause, but they shouldn't be, because menopause is like your second spring. You could achieve so much more, so much vitality. What happened? There's a benefit when you don't see your period at that during menopause. There's a benefit of not seeing your period, because it would age you at that time. So the menopause cut off. So menopause is about preserving your health, preserving your youthfulness, because you shouldn't be bleeding at that time, because it will take too much of your energy. So that's what menopause is about. So a lot of people are afraid of menopause. Don't be afraid of menopause. It's just another cycle, and it is your second spring. And spring is about growth, freshness, right? Just so much things that could happen to you. So much good stuff could happen to you in menopause. So just embrace every cycle that life have to offer. So as usual, please let me know if my video benefit you. Subscribe to my channel. And as you know, I have a womb care program that I will put the link below, that you could buy as an instant video that just help you to take care of your womb, because a lot of women don't know the proper way to take care of their womb. So that's what the video is all about. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again.